Hello, welcome to Late Night with the Arab. It's your host, Alex the Arab, and today we'll be talking about the 1950s. But first, let us introduce our guest, Luke Fardone.
Hello, Alex. Thank you for having me tonight.
Anytime. Okay, Luke, do you know anything about the 1950s?
Just a little bit. I know that this was when the Red Scare and the Korean War was taking place.
That's perfect. Well, talking about the Red Scare, it was a crusade against the communists and their alien ideology. It was led by Senator Joseph McCarthy, a notorious anti-communist activist, and the leader of this crusade.
And how did the people in America feel about this, and how did they react to it?
Well, we can have a short skit for that. Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph McCarthy, and today I am here to tell you that there are communists everywhere. They've infiltrated our country and are now prevalent in our government, in our streets, and everywhere. There's even a communist sitting next to you right now. But with my help, I can find all these communists. I can put them in jail and save our country. So, on to the Korean War. Hey Luke, do you know anything about the Korean War?
Well, Alex, I know that it began when North Korea invaded South Korea in June of 1950, and the country had previously been divided after the end of World War II, with the North becoming a communist and the South remaining capitalist. And after the initial division, each side had indicated that they wanted to unify the country under their preferred ideology, but only small attacks had been made. Full-on civil war began after the North launched a full invasion and eventually captured the South's capital of Seoul. Not long after the war began, it became an international conflict when the United States and United Nations sent troops to help the South, and China began helping the North. The war ended in 1953 when the two countries settled on maintaining the original division, and that is how we have North and South Korea today.
Wow, thank you, Luke. Now we will show you a quick clip about the Korean War.
Advancing across the 38th parallel, around 75,000 troops of the North Korean People's Army defeated the Republic of Korea's army with success, capturing the capital city of Seoul, then occupying the whole of South Korea except for Busan.
Wow, that's really interesting, Luke. Thanks for sharing. Next up, we'll be talking about the polio outbreak in the 1950s. But first, here are some messages from our sponsors.
A little lady named Laura Scudder had a thing about potato chips. She hated chips that sounded like... Now I ask you, who likes chips that sound like... So Laura Scudder decided to make her own. A crisp, noisy potato chip. She went potato shopping until she found the perfect potato chip potato. Solid. She researched 197 vegetable oils until she found the purest and found the best salt. Then she put them all together with her secret recipe to make them crisp and crunchy and put them in a special package to keep them that way. And this was the result.
No matter where you're going, getting there is a real treat when you drive Chevrolet, the best-looking, best-driving car on the road. Try a handsome new, gleaming new 9-passenger Beauville. For shopping, for hauling a full load of kids to a picnic, you name it, the Beauville fills the bill. Or step into a Bel Air Sport Coupe, long, low, distinctive, truly Chevrolet in design and performance. You'll like Chevy's Get Up and Go, as exciting to drive as it is appealing to the eye. And how easily the new Chevrolet handles a little lady, a big station wagon. How nicely it corners on a bumpy road. Driving cross town or cross country, you have the type of power and performance that set the 24-hour competition track record at Darlington, South Carolina. Power and performance that give you better, safer control in your kind of driving. So remember, your key to true driving pleasure is waiting for you at your Chevrolet dealers. Drop in tomorrow and let him show you how easy it is to own a beautiful new Chevrolet, the best-looking, best-driving car on the road.
Okay, we are back from that short commercial break and now onto the polio epidemic. Up until polio vaccines were developed by Dr. Salk and Sabin and were distributed to the population, poliomyelitis or fatal paralysis hit the country hard, usually during the summers. About 58,000 people were recorded to have been affected by this disease, and about 3,000 have died from it.
That's truly heartbreaking, Alex. Let's roll the skit.
Now let's talk about some of the fads that were going on in this era. Hey Luke, you know anything about these fads?
Well, I know that McDonald's had just been founded in 1953, but it wasn't that popular. Instead, teenagers preferred to go to small diners or greasy spoons, where there were jukeboxes and soda fountains, and they hung out there during most of their free time.
Oh, the good old days. Well, some other fads during the 1950s were panty raids and telephone booth stuffing. These two fads were popular on college campuses in the late 50s. And in panty raids, a group of college men would storm into a woman's dorm room and demand panties from them, and they would oblige. Imagine that. And for his telephone booth stuffing, students would try to set the record for the number of people who could fit inside a public phone booth. Well, let's look at a clip about panty raids and then have a quick commercial break.
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
The what?
Give us some credit, old man. We're panty professionals.
We score here all the time.
Frilly things! We hit the jackpot!
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs!
Woo-hoo! You finally came through for me, boys! I feel young again!
Now, take it easy for a minute. Here's a word from Jonathan Blake about a really good cigarette. Kent.
If you smoke a lot, please be certain that you've got the cigarette designed just for you. Change to Kent, change to Kent, change to Kent with the micronite filter.
Hi, this is Jonathan Blake. Say, if you smoke a lot, I suggest that you take the Kent carton test and just see for yourself what a difference Kents can make. You switch to Kent and smoke one carton. Now, I don't mean just a pack or two, but a carton. You'll find that Kent's micronite filter gives you high filtration to help you keep your smoking moderate. And that Kent's custom blend of fine, rich tobaccos gives you the clean, satisfying flavor that you want in a cigarette. If you smoke just one carton of Kent's, I'm confident you'll find that Kent's will give you everything you want in a cigarette. So, if you smoke a lot, change to Kent to help you keep your smoking moderate.
I smoke Kent cigarettes. Why don't you get yourself a carton and try them?
Okay, we are back from that short break, but sadly we are running short on time. Thank you, Luke, for joining us today.
Anytime. Thank you for telling me so much about the 50s. I really learned a lot.
Anytime. Okay, that's it for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Late Night with the Arab. It's your host, Alex the Arab. See you later.